Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. In motion left goes Jennings. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw on second down. Baldwin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Baldwin eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Browns hit 3-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive lineman, playing them, but also there's a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Still going. They can't stop him. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Page, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go. Reload.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Hot.
Now Chubb running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd down. Baldwin
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baldwin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again with Chubb. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
No, we changed it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Complete to Likely.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Report! Report!
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the... He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Mike Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Baldwin. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards. And the Ravens.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Baldwin can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is caught, Jennings. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. Operating from the gun, Baldwin going out wide, finds Chubb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Baldwin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. Operating from the gun. Baldwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. The looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken at the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Baldwin. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep here for Flowers. It's caught inside the 25. Still fighting. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw on 2nd down, Baldwin. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this is taken in. It's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Baldwin escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back